We're here today to talk about diet in pregnancy and how important it is to try and maintain a nice, balanced and healthy diet. Not only will that help you to feel fit and well, but it will also help your development of your growing baby. During the early stages of pregnancy, you may be feeling nauseous or even being sick. And at this time, it's important to kind of be eating the sorts of foods that you want to be eating and not worrying yourself about how balanced your diet is at this stage. It will soon pass and you'll be enjoying a variety of food once again. During your first trimester in pregnancy and from conception onwards, you should be taking supplements of folic acid. This will help reduce the risk of your baby developing spinal abnormalities, such as spina bifida, and this is where the brain and the skull do not develop properly. Folic acid supplements may also reduce the risk of cleft palate. So you want to be looking at having a nice balanced diet. In our picture here, it shows a good variety of all the different foods that you should be having in your diet. And you want to be having a little bit from each food group every day. So you want to be having fruits and vegetables, as these are going to help you your intake of vitamins and minerals and also help with your digestion. Dairy products, thinking about milk and cheese, yogurts and eggs. But also when you're drinking milk, just ensure that it's pasteurised so that it's killed all any bacteria that may have been in it in the first place. You want to have protein, and you'll find this in meat, fish, eggs, pulses and beans. Carbohydrates, so these are your nice starchy foods, so they're your filler and your long-term energy. So they're going to be things like pasta, rice, cereal and potatoes. And we also want to be thinking about how much of an intake you've got of fatty and sugary foods. It's not to say don't have them, it's just to say limit them so that it's a good balance. Now there are foods in your pregnancy that you should be avoiding. And we're talking about things that potentially could give you food poisoning. So we've got things like uncooked fish and sushi, and also fish that contains high levels of mercury, as this can be harmful to your baby's nervous system. And those fish are shark, marlin and swordfish. Also tuna contain low levels of mercury, so it's important not to be eating these too often. It's acceptable to be eating the equivalent of 2 tuna steaks a week. Pâtés, as they contain listeria. Variety of cheeses that are mould ripened or blue veined. Again, these can contain listeria. And also eggs. It's really important to keep eating eggs throughout your pregnancy, as they're a good part of your diet, but both the white and the yolk need to be well cooked so that you avoid salmonella. And it's important to check things like mayonnaises too, because sometimes these can contain raw eggs. Also, when you're thinking about your drinks, you want to be cutting down your intake on caffeine. And it's a good time to be trying out things like decaf coffee and decaf tea, but also all those lovely fruit teas that are out there, and giving yourself a good variety. Intake of lots and lots of water is a good thing to be doing so that you're fully hydrated all the time. Now, alcohol can be passed from the mother's blood through to the placenta, which then through to your baby. And alcohol can seriously affect your baby's development. Okay. Now, in some of these foods, you're looking to find things like vitamin D, which regulates the calcium and phosphate in your body and helps to keep your teeth and your bones nice and healthy. And also vitamin C, which protect the cells and keep them healthy also. We also would like to be eating lots of foods that are rich in iron. So we're talking about meat, dried fruit, leafy green vegetables, beans and nuts. And also thinking about the types of drinks, because certain things will not help your body to absorb iron. And these are teas, coffees and milk. Now, if your body is lacking in iron, you may find that you've got anemia, where it's the amount of hemoglobin in your blood is low. Iron is used in the body to make hemoglobin, and this helps to store and carry oxygen around your body to all the different parts and tissues. Now, your blood may be tested for iron deficiency if you are feeling additional tiredness, lack of energy, possibly shortness of breath, and potentially pale complexion. It's very common in pregnancy for women to develop iron deficiency, and it's because your body needs all the extra iron so that your baby has a sufficient blood supply and receives all the necessary oxygen and nutrients. So many pregnant women require an iron supplement. If at any time during your pregnancy you're feeling unsure about your diet or your health, and potentially thinking that you might have developed anemia, then speak with your midwife or your doctor. They will test your blood, and then they can let you know the way forwards.